NFL 24. And everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Lions and the Chargers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the LA Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing on third, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Goff going to get this to Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Again, Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Play action. It's Goff. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
I'll look that up later. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. Johnson again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Johnson will score. Touchdown, Chargers. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the 1st month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. Over the middle, complete. That's Whitaker. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Now Goff on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Whitaker. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the 1st quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Goff on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. From the 31, here's second down and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. On the option right, Herbert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Chargers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Herbert operating from the red zone. This pass complete to Higgins. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Johnson running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jahmyr Gibbs in the Lions offense getting set once again. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Gone. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To the air again. Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Now a first down throw. Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on a check down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Herbert. That is caught. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 8. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Goff. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he It's into enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Goff. That's complete to Whitaker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Whitaker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. Goff now looks to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Herbert on 3rd down now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A beautiful fake. Upon a 46, a return of 5. And the Lions will take over. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. His throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing again is Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. The Chargers were led in the first half by their star quarterback, Justin Herbert. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Chargers to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They give to Johnson going right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Weaver. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL. But it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
Here's 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Herbert off of play action. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Goff now to throw.
That's complete to Laporta.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw is Goff. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep.
And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Goff. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Lions on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
2 yards to go, second down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
Yeah. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Chargers offense back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Weaver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running from the gun, Johnson.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Big gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He finds his man complete. That's Weaver. So the completion good for just 3. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Herbert now. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that was playing at an elite level.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score.
There he goes, right side.
Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year,
as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
The lead up to 26.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Goff now looks to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Herbert throwing middle, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run. It's Johnson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They stay on the ground off first with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here come the Lions now. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Goff. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And he's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Goff throwing again.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for the Chargers, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.